Hey guys, this is Now Lammers of Invoked 101, and today I am doing a video talking about ban lists and how they're handled. We recently got our own TCG ban list, which took effect December 3rd. As you know, that hit Firewall to none, Armageddon Knight to 1, and Malicious to 2, as well as freeing a Assault Core, Cosmo Dark Destroyer, and some other card that Call by the Grave, that was it. Almost forgot. So, and then the OCG just got their list, so I'm going to read off the hits to you guys, because the OCG list is pretty crazy, and then we're going to talk about comparing the two, because as you know, in the OCG, they actually have quite a bit of an issue over there with certain decks and certain cards they've been having since their last ban list. So let's talk about their forbidden cards. They have hit Glow Up Bulb, Dandelion, Nightmare Goblin, Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon, Firewall Dragon, Blackwing Steam the Cloak, MX Saber Invoker, and Divine Sword Phoenix Blade. So just going off the bat here, I'm going to talk about forbidden cards. I'm just going to mention why I believe these cards were hit. So Glow Up Bulb was hit because they have the plant link monster over there, the Aroma Seraphim thing, as well as Needle Fiber over there, and Glow Up Bulb enables some pretty degenerate plays with Needle Fiber, so they banned Glow Up Bulb. Dandelion, we have Dandelion banned over here in the TCG because it's I believe it had a combo with the plant link monster, so probably just has to do with something with that. Nightmare Goblin, we banned Nightmare Goblin, has to do with the extra link FTKs. Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter, this one was one that I didn't quite know why it got hit, but turns out it got hit because of the Dragon Ruler that they have over there. If you don't know, they have Tempest, Dragon Ruler of Storms. We don't have any of the Dragon Rulers, they have one, and he was being a problem with Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon, so they banned Dark Matter. Firewall got banned. Firewall should be banned in general, it's a broken card. Blackwing Steam the Cloak, it's, as far as I know, this is another card that suffers because of Needle Fiber. MX Saber Invoker, we have MX Saber Invoker banned over here. It's a Goki card, they hit it because of Goki. And then the Divine Sword Phoenix Blade, this is because of the Nightmares. A lot of players in the TCG wanted this card banned, but we knew it wasn't getting banned whenever it came out in OTS Pack 8, so there we go. Then for limited cards, they hit Altergeist Multifaker, Crystron Needle Fiber, Chronograph Sorcerer, Sky Striker Ace Kagari, and Mathematician. Mathematician, I think, is at 3 over here. I don't know why he necessarily got hit. Probably some degenerate combo. Sky Striker Ace Kagari, I actually said Kagari should go to 1 in my video for the TCG ban list, and it's just because Kagari is a really strong card. It seems like they're getting a little tired of Sky Striker over there. Chronograph Sorcerer, I guess there's something still going on with Pendulum Magicians over there. I don't quite know why that. It could do with the FTK that they have. Needle Fiber is busted. Simple. And then limited was Altergeist Multifaker. Multifaker was at 2, and then now it's at 1, and I guess they're thinking that it's going to do something. I realistically still think that it should be the level 1 Meluseek, so... And then for their semi-limited, they have Perform Age Damage Juggler, which I think either went to 1 and then is now coming off, or something like that. I don't know in the OCG. Denlong, First of the Yangzing. I know that this card is at 1. It seems they're putting it back at 2 to see what happens. Trickstar Candina, I believe this is a hit to Trickstar. I think they have Light Stage at 1 over there, and then Candina was at 3, and looks like they're bumping her up to semi-limited. Fairy Tale Snow, another card I don't know about. Spellbook of Knowledge, I think Knowledge was a limited card on their ban list at one point, back when True Draco Invoked was a thing. Ceasefire, I don't know what Ceasefire is. I think it's an old trap card for flip monsters, so that could be because of Subterrors, that might be why. And then Personal Spoofing, this is another Altergeist hit, just to hit their consistency a little bit. And then Unlimited was Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss, Necroz of Bryonic, and True King's Return, and Ring of Destruction. We have Dante at 3, we have Ring of Destruction at 3. Necroz of Brio is kind of interesting, and then True King's Return is also a little interesting. I guess that their True Draco issue isn't an issue anymore, and then their Necroz is probably there to promote the incantation cards out of Savage Strike. But anyways, comparing this list to our list, which is the main focus of this video, and to kind of see what gets hit more and how the format gets shaken up more. I do not know much about the OCG format because I play the TCG and I don't like keeping track of the OCG. But I do know that they had a issue with Thunder Dragons for a hot minute, and that Crystron Needle Fiber still was a big issue up until it seems now. So looking at their hits, they have 8 cards forbidden, 5 cards limited, and then 7 cards semi-limited, and 4 cards freed. We got 1 banned card, 1 semi-limited card, and 1 limited card, along with 3 cards free, which was 6 hits total. And looking at their list, it looks like it's going to do a lot more, because it seems like they're a FTK with the Dragon Ruler got hit there, and then a Altergeist hit. Looks like they're tired of letting Altergeist be a deck. And then there's also an FTK with a Gandora card over there. And then the Sky Striker hit. Looks like they're just done with Sky Strikers, or that they feel that they've gotten too powerful. All the stuff that got hit on that we already have, so stuff that got banned like Firewall Dragon, Goblin, MX Saber Invoker, all those, we know why those got hit. That is because of Goki. And I do believe that Goki is still a big issue over there, because I don't think that they've gotten rid of too much stuff to hit the extra link. While over here we got rid of Armageddon Knight, sort of, we got rid of Malicious, sort of, and then we got rid of Firewall Dragon. And realistically what happened is we got rid of FTK decks, but we didn't get rid of extra link decks, and we didn't get rid of Goki, and we didn't get rid of Thunder Dragon, Sky Striker, Trickstar, Altergeist. We still have the same exact meta we've been playing in for 4 months now, 5 months, and now we have Neospace Connector, which means that we're going into a Gumblar Hand Loop FTK format, because the TCG decided to put Neospace Connector into the special editions. And looking at that, I really think that the ban list should have been a little harsher on our end. And I'm not saying that the OCG's list is too harsh. In fact, I'm saying that I do actually think that OCG lists are way harsher than TCG lists. But I think that this OCG list solves a lot more issues than our list does. Granted, a lot of their hits that we did preemptively here in the TCG are pretty late, it seems. But it also looks like they kind of copied us this time, when usually we copy them. So seeing this is kind of interesting. And I think that the TCG is moving more ahead of the curve, per se. I do think that our list was good, but there was a lot of people who were like, oh my god, this list is great, this is a great list. And it's like, it didn't do a lot. It gave us back Called by the Grave, it put ABCs and Cosmos basically. Cosmos are basically at full power now, the only thing they're missing is E-Teleport. And then ABCs are at full power, Called by the Grave is back at 3, which is awesome. And Firewall's gone. But you also killed Orcusts, and you hurt Destiny Heroes. So it's a very strange thing where we have these things that got hit, but also there's stuff that should have came back. We should have got Terratop back. We should have got more things off of the list, or there should have been more hits to the list to actually change our meta. We have Savage Strike coming out soon, and we also just got Hidden Summoners. So I get why the TCG hit what they hit, but at the same time, the Hidden Summoners isn't a strong enough set to push the meta forward, and you needed to hit Trickstars and Altergeists and Sky Strikers and more things that actually needed hit than what was. So overall, I do think the OCG handled their list a bit better than ours, because I feel that theirs is actually going to shake up their meta. You can feel free to disagree with me in the comments below. And also drop down in the comments below like what actually is happening in the OCG's meta right now, because I'm a little bit in the dark for that.
I'm going to jump in here and say that I personally think the TCG did a lazy job with this ban list. Just like last time, the last ban list that happened, it was crap. Everyone agreed it was crap. But since we got one Destiny hero back, all of a sudden there were people saying it was amazing, it was great. And the truth is that in this ban list, What they did was they hit something that they knew everyone was going to be distracted by and say, there's the ban list. But they didn't actually try to do anything to make the meta different, to make it new, to make it more equal, to give it, I don't know, just to maybe try to get back that February-March format. They didn't try to do that. Just like last time, all they did was they hit all this horrible stuff that didn't need to be hit, and then they're just like, here, have one card back at 1, and everyone was like, oh, it's suddenly amazing. No, it's not. It's not.
Realistically, Stratos could have came back at 2 on this list. Could have bumped him up to semi-limited. He hasn't been doing a lot. 1 copy. And if you are really that scared of him being, oh, he searches any hero, just put E-Call at 2. You know? It's like you already bumped Hero Lives down, so put E-Call at 2. But anyways, it's just like the theme. So the list before, the TCG list before the current one was, I was really mixed on it. And you remember that. Because it was like, it's like you hit some good stuff, but you also hit some stuff that didn't need to be hit, and then you freed Stratos to distract people. And on this one, it's you freed 3 cards people wanted back, and then hit some cards people wanted, but you didn't do enough. So it feels like these last 2 have been kind of like Konami is kind of... This one I feel like Konami listened, but then didn't do any other work. They were like, okay, you said you wanted this card banned, there, you got it. You wanted A back, there, you got it. You wanted Armageddon Knight gone, there, you got it. Called by the Grave at 3, you got it. It's like, alright, cool. Where's the other stuff? It's like, what are you guys gonna hit? And they're like, oh, you wanted Firewall banned. And
I honestly think Konami just didn't try.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the ban list is bad. I think the fact that they hit FTKs was great, but there are FTKs without Firewall.
Yeah.
And there's still Cannon Soldier out there.
Well, Cannon Soldier doesn't do anything without Firewall.
Well, I know, but still, it's still out there. So if we ever get something like Firewall again, which would be crappy, but let's be honest, Konami has done different versions of cards that did basically the same thing as this other card they banned. They've done it before. So we never know if it's going to happen again, and it's dumb that they were just like, yeah, here's this tiny amount of list that gives you what you want just so it makes you think, hey, it's great, it's fantastic, but it doesn't do enough. So that the game doesn't actually change. It's the same boring format over and over again. The only thing that's really different is we get ABCs, which I think is great.
Yeah, but ABC, unless we get a new Union monster that's like special summon a Union from the deck, it's like you're not gonna, or a Union monster that can search Union spells and traps, then it's not gonna be a format contender right now. But what I think is really dumb is that on our current list, on the list that we just got for the TCG, they hit FTKs, and they made it really hard. They made it harder for people to get Gumblar looped, which is where they rip 4 cards out of your hand and you start the game with basically 1 card. What really sucks is that in the special edition, they released a card that promotes the Gumblar loop strategy, as well as reprinting I Sold and Summon Sorcerer so more people can play the Gumblar loop strategy. And it's like, Konami, you're giving me mixed feelings. Do you want me to be a degenerate? It's like one of those things.
Well, anyways, we can't really compare the OCG to the TCG, but we can compare how they handle their ban lists.
Yeah.
And
I think that the OCG handled their list well. There's a lot of stuff that I know exists in the OCG, like Plan FTK. Needle Fiber has been a problem over there for a long time. Sky Strikers, Altergeist, all that stuff has been issues over there. And it looks like they handled a lot of that, and they handled the issues with the Dragon Ruler as well. So...
But not only that, they used the ban list to their full advantage. They didn't just go, here's a few cards. They went, here's how we're going to change it.
Yep.
So even if they didn't do the best job in the world at it, because, I mean, like I said, we don't know much about the OCG. For all we know, they didn't hit everything that the OCG players wanted to hit, but they still took advantage of the ban list, and they still utilized it to change up the game. Whereas the TCG ban list, if you take away the fact that we banned Firewall, and you take away the fact that we got A back to 3, and even Called, which didn't... A and Called never deserved to get hit.
Yeah.
Take away those, what are we left with?
We're
left with some weak stuff, you know?
It's like, oh, you gave us back a card that hasn't been relevant since 2016. You gave us back... Oh no, they didn't give us back anything. You hit a card that can still be utilized, and you hit a monster that a lot of rogue strategies used, but also was used in FTKs. So
I should probably. Hi, I'm over here.
Yeah, Mio's. I forgot to mention Mio's sitting right over here for this video. But yeah.
Sorry, I jumped in.
It's all right. But yeah, so it's a little dicey to compare our 6-card ban list to like their 14, 18 card list.
We can math.
Yeah. So hang on. So 8, 7. That's 15, 5, 20, and then 4 cards off. That's a 24 card list. And then we had 6.
The least they could have done is hit something of Sky Striker and maybe even hit something of Trickstar.
They could have hit Reincarnation to 1. They could have put Engage to 1.
I mean, they could have hit Altergeist if they wanted to, because Altergeist is really powerful. But Sky Striker.
Yeah. I am a little interested to see where our meta goes, but I'm guaranteed it's just going to be Goki Gumblar decks, especially now with Neo's connector. And it's going to be like Goki Gumblars, Sky Strikers, Altergeist, Thunder Dragons, and then Prank Kids. And so it's like, all right.
And I think ABCs will try to like squeeze themselves in there, but I honestly don't think they'll be able to stand up as much to these other decks.
Oh no, it could do it. Like since Cyber Dragons got their support, anytime ABCs are going to jump in there, they're just going to get slapped with Cyber Dragon. So I think if anything, Cyber Dragons might have a stronger rogue. I think Cyber Dragons are this format's ABC. Like ABC was like a rogue contender back when the Nightmares first came out. And then Cyber Dragons came out and were like, step aside, ABCs. We can handle this. We have Mega Fleet. and then ABCs were like, I guess. Just, okay. And now ABCs are back and they're like, can we have our spot back? And Cyber Dragons are like, stay over there. You can't Mega Fleet as good as us.
We're nerds.
Anyway, safe to say I'm playing Cyber Dragons this format. Oh, okay. But anyways, tell us down below what you think of our ban list compared to the OCG ban list. Tell us if the OCG ban list actually did anything, because it looked 24 cards. It had to have done something. And
remember that we're not comparing OCG to TCG.
Yeah.
We know they're completely different games. We're talking about how they utilized their ban list, and if they did it more effectively than TCG did.
Yes. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Bye.